Testing, testing. Live. Hey guys, it's Leviatros, and welcome to playing through Death Stranding 2. This is going to be playing through Chapter 2. It's technically, or playing through Chapter 1. Technically part 2 of my playthrough. I played through the prologue, just delivered Lou home, got some setup of what's been happening since the previous game, and where the characters are at now. So let's go ahead and continue playing through the game, and we have our first kind of own delivery through some hazards with some potential bandits and such. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I've already set up my route. Let's go ahead and start taking it. So we got the Cupid device to connect the other areas to the power network. So let's go ahead and make our way there and get people connected. I'm sure nothing bad will happen, and it'll be a good thing for everyone. No downsides. And we've dropped off Blue, so we're on our own now. Which is probably for the best. I'm still a little questioning a bit if Sam should have taken Lou up onto the top of the mountains. But at least now we know we don't have to worry about him. The only thing is, at the same time, if we don't have a baby to detect BTs for us, are we going to be kind of in trouble? I mean, I don't know if he's developed any abilities to detect BTs any better than the last time we saw him 11 months ago, but I guess we'll find out before too long. I mean, if we just start immediately getting sucked into a tar of oil, then it's like, okay, we maybe are not so good at detecting BTs, but hopefully we get a little bit more. Okay, this looks pretty, yeah, it's not deep at all, we can just walk across. There we go. See. Long life meals. Ciudad Nudo no Monte. Alright, let's go ahead and carry this with us. I mean, if we don't make the delivery, if we just get a bit hungry on the way, I don't think they know that we picked up the package, so they'll be none the wiser, but we'll at least have some options by picking up. Looks like there's something over here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go ahead and not tip over in the river. What is this? Oh, okay. I think this is just a waypoint that I set down. Yep, marker A2. Or, marker A1 removed. Okay. So you can set custom routes so that you can kind of decide what path you want to take by looking at the map before you actually start taking it. So pretty nice to have. Let's go ahead and keep detecting, scanning. Okay, I was about to say, it's good if, in case we come across any packages we have missed otherwise. I definitely would have missed these headache pills. And again, we start getting a little bit of a migraine. They don't need to know that the package was picked up but never delivered. I hope that they've, like, written it off at this point. They're like, well, I ordered it 9 months ago, and they're not sitting at home going like, oh, I hope it gets here soon. Okay, looks like our first encounter with enemies. Marking enemies.
Territory now.
Use L1 to enter compass mode. Any enemies detected in compass mode will be marked. To deliver cargo safely, you'll need to remain undetected by keeping aware of enemy positions. Press right thumbstick to zoom while in compass mode. Alright, so it does seem like it's a bit more similar to Metal Gear Solid. At least, there was a little bit of combat in the first game, but not a whole lot. It definitely wasn't the focus. it sounds like this one, the gameplay's definitely been like fleshed out a bit more from what I've seen, and so it seems like you can go in stealthy. I don't know how much it's going to feel like you're playing Metal Gear Solid, but definitely looking forward to trying it out and being as stealthy as we can. But before we do that, let me just update one thing with the stream. I updated the audio. It's using a different audio device so that it's not having any audio lag, but at the same time, the shortcuts on the Stream Deck are not set to that yet. So it's going to be muting and unmuting the desktop audio, which is not what I want. At least not this time. Let's see. Audio mixer. Okay, instead of desktop audio. Wait, one second. Okay, instead of that, we're wanting to do, I think it's capture card. Capture card audio. Oh, let me go ahead and add that to all of them. All right, it's going to be a little bit of setup real fast, but it's definitely going to improve the rest of the stream. So, should be worth it. All right, let's see. So, let's go ahead. Yeah, I would have done this before the stream if I had known that was going to come up, but it shouldn't take too long. Really starting to see how I should have just cleared out a lot of these sources of audio and video from when I was doing the Persona 4 streams. Because right now I'm having to like filter through quite a few of them. Like the Smile song, probably don't need that for a Death Stranding 2 playthrough. Let's go ahead, add audio input. It's going to be the capture card audio. Make sure it's set up properly. Monitor and output, that's good. And then, let's go ahead. Okay, I'm going to have to go through the different screens, so we'll just take a moment. And then, add audio input. All right, I think we're done with the audio input setup. Real fast, let me go ahead and set up the Stream Deck buttons. All right, when I go to both, let's go ahead. Okay, almost done. Capture card audio. And let's do one quick test. Okay, am I muted right now? Okay, good, I am not. And then you should be able to hear the game right now. Let's go to gameplay, still able to hear it. And then it's the webcam, and you should be able to see me, hear me, and not the game. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's go ahead and get back to it. Do that. One moment. Okay, one more thing. Where is it? Okay, Projector Odyssey. There we go. This up here. And then I think we are good to go now. Okay, cool. All right. Yep, let's get in there. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let me just move this. Oh. I think that's where it was. Okay. let's go ahead and take out these enemies. Oh, okay. How do I stand up? Oh, that's if it heard me. R1, stand a crouch. Crouching makes it harder for enemies to detect you. Okay, I think we can get... Well, I actually don't know how far away they can see us from. Like, right now, they may just blatantly be like, why is that guy walking down that hill towards us? Alright. Let's go ahead and do a quick scan. Crouch in tall grass to hide from the enemy. If you're spotted, try heading back to the grass and lying low for a while. I mean, won't be needing to do that, because we're not going to get spotted, but I suppose that's a good tip for the people that aren't as good or used to the Metal Gear Solid games. Alright, looks like that's the first guy to take out. Oh, I didn't think about that. I have so much cargo that's like, I'm hunched over, but they're just going to see a tower of cargo swaying in the grass and be like, I think that might be a person. Alright. How do I take him out? Okay, bind with strand. Okay. First takedown, going pretty well so far. And what is this electric rod? I guess we'll put it on our back. Alright, center balance. The heavier Sam's cargo becomes, the easier it will be for him to lose his balance. If you start to tilt to one side, be sure to center your balance by shifting your weight in the other direction. Yeah, if I'm trying to be stealthy and then they just hear like an entire warehouse tip over, I think I might be out of luck. But before I keep going, let me just make sure if there's anyone else. Like, I know there's other people, I just don't know where they're at. What is that thing? Okay, post box. I'm hoping I can get by with all my gear and that I don't have to like unload everything every time I get into enemy territory. But I think I can take down this guy. Let me just check behind the bus, see if there's anything. Oh wait. You will often find meal post box is in enemy bases. Hacking into these post boxes allow you to unlock them and take any cargo stored inside. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can get. I do feel like I'm pushing my luck though, trying to be stealthy and taking as much cargo as we can. Alright, inside they got a sports belt, a blood bag, bandit boots, and a handgun. So we already have a handgun. I think we can pass on that. Let's go ahead. Let's get the sports belt. A belt designed for those who are low and out of shape. By applying extra resistance to the user's movements, it ensures they get sufficient exercise just through performing daily activities. I think I'm getting enough activity with just delivering these packages. I don't need to add another like barrier or obstacle on top of that. A bag of blood that will restore Sam's blood levels when connected. Empty blood bags will automatically be replaced by reserve bags. Can be stored in a utility pouch. Alright, I think we already have one in the pouch. But, alright, looks like it let us put it there. Oh, we have a boot clip. How convenient. Let's go and do that then. And the handgun, I think we're good on. Alright. Real fast. Let me see if I can, like, stack my cargo, make it a little more optimized. So, auto range cargo. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with what it recommends. I don't think I'm going to be better at playing Tetris than it is. Alright, I think we can get this guy. Let me just make sure no one else is around. Okay, that's good. With the strand equipped, press circle when behind an enemy to bind them. Hold R1 to hold your breath and render Sam's footsteps completely silent. If you're able to sneak up behind an enemy unnoticed, you can use your strength to bind them. Okay. I mean, I didn't need to hold my breath or anything like that to get past this guy, but good to know. And is that another guy over in that direction? Yep, sure is. I think there's another guy over by the dunes, but I think we're fine. Oh, okay. That sandstorm, I think it's going to help us be a little more sneaky once it arrives. Yeah, I think it's getting close. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Yeah, the sandstorm's getting right next to us. Let's go take this guy out. How much rope do I have, though, that I can just tie up every single guy after I've knocked him out? Oh wait, is that bandit boots? We've already got like an extra backup pair, so I think we're good for now. I don't think I need to come back with a whole wardrobe of boots. And I think that's everyone for now. Hopefully if we see anyone else, it'll give us a little bit of a warning. I mean, I'm hoping I don't sprint and then immediately get detected. Alright, let's stop sprinting for a little bit. Let's go ahead and see if there's anyone in front of us. Oh, wrong button. Okay, I don't see anyone, so I think we can cross pretty safely. Oh, okay, okay. Safe from enemies, not safe from gravity, it seems.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my hood came up. I didn't know if there was going to be like a mouth covering, but no. It seems like we're straight up unable to log into Death Stranding 2 game server, launching an offline mode. Yeah, that's disappointing, but it's not too bad. I think that literally means we lost the internet connection, not a thematic in-game thing that we left the chiral network. Walking into a strong headwind is hard work, but a strong tailwind will speed you up. Moving around during periods of strong wind will also drain your stamina. And it sounds like we just have to accept it at this point. Like, I don't think we can just blow out of here the way the wind's blowing and circle back. Good, just carry on. Is that lightning? Oh, okay, yeah, that's not lightning. Lightning's not gonna damage the condition of our packages or anything, is it? Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the first time getting hit by lightning. Alright. There's no enemies at least. I feel like the enemies are not here because they're smart enough to get inside, rather than walking through a lightning sandstorm. Move up close to the wall of the structure to take shelter and avoid strong winds. The only thing is, I don't know how long this is going to last for, so I feel like I have to like press on through the storm. I can't just hang out and wait for it to pass. I do want to confirm that I'm not walking through the storm right into an enemy, though. Like, if I bump into a guy, it's going to be a bit hard to explain. Yeah, this feels really risky, but I don't know what else to do other than just wait for, like, an unknown amount of time. I mean, we are making progress, though. Not the fastest, but technically progress. Tempted to sprint just to move this along a little faster, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure sprinting in this storm is going to lead to a lot of damage cargo. Alright, we're going a bit faster now that we're going a little more with the wind rather than like perpendicular to it. Okay, I thought that was an enemy for a moment. Okay, looks like this part was... Oh, I forgot I can scan. Maybe I've been doing that earlier. I mean, I don't know how much it will help when it's all just desert and lightning and sandstorm supplying us with even more sand. But probably better than nothing. Alright, sprinting is doing a little bit. Making some progress at least. Oh, okay, looks like we're out of it. But then, just got this river to deal with now. Yeah, that's not looking like it's going to be easy to just get past. Let's go ahead and use a ladder. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just telling us how to use it. Let's go ahead and go to the ladder. Will it reach? Looks like it's not even close. I think I can make it to this rock, and if I can't... Oh my god! No, 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 no! Oh, okay. I hit X, which I thought was going to deploy the ladder. I did not realize that was the button to, like, dive into the water. But yeah, it looks like we actually ended up not needing this ladder, so kind of worked out. Crossing a river is draining your endurance gauge. Try standing still for a moment. Your endurance gauge will start to refill. Okay, we got through the past bit. I feel like it's going to be pretty smooth from here. Let's go ahead and check out what this is. Looks like some crypto biotes. Let's find out. Might be a good opportunity for a little snack on the way. I'm kind of surprised they didn't get blown away from the sandstorm, though. I guess that's what their little mushroom village is for. Eating cryptobiotes will restore Sam's blood levels. To eat a cryptobiote that's in your possession, hold right on the D-pad to open the weapons/tools menu, then select a cryptobiote from the consumable section, press X to eat it. Oh, okay, I didn't realize how sandy he got. And he's looking like powder. Oh, is that the delivery station? I mean, that would make sense. Oh, okay, looks like... I think this is a little resource of Carillion. Let's find out, though. Pick that up. Chiral crystals are made of mysterious substance that becomes buoyant when assembled in bulk. Every 1,000 CG of chiral crystals that Sam carries will reduce its load by 1 kilogram.
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Oh, huh, we got a text message from Fragile. The social strand service. Okay, using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world. Look back on the likes you've given to and received from porters in other worlds, and enjoy the screenshots you capture in photo mode. Only screenshots taken by pressing X in photo mode can be viewed. Fragile, don't worry, Sam. How does it feel to be back out there, Sam? I'll try to use the SSS to keep you up to date with everything over here. Lou was having fun playing around just a while ago, and now is fast asleep in dreamland. I'll send you another message soon, which you can check out on your ring terminal. And don't worry, I'll take care of Lou. Let's go ahead and give that a like. And then... yeah, that's good to know. Oh, huh, I didn't realize we... oh, interesting. So we have saved photos that's like a history of our time with Lou. Okay, he's got his cryptobiote plush. He does seem to like that dolphin toy. Huh. This one, who's taking the photo? Is it just a timer? Alright. Okay. Huh. Oh, okay. I was like, what's the floating boxes? But now I realize they're not floating, they're just in the snow on the side of a snowy mountain. Okay, so yeah. Looks like there's no photos of the actual process to get Lou out of the BB pod. But I have a feeling we'll learn more about that before too long. The Bridge Link tab in that SSS menu allows you to view various play statistics and look back on the likes you've given to and received from other porters. Form a strand contract with those you have more dealings with to deepen your bond and increase your connection level. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish this delivery. I'm curious to meet more of the cast of characters, because they definitely seem interesting. I don't know who exactly is going to be living at this, station. But, yeah, it'll be nice to meet some more characters from the world of Death Stranding.
Decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected.
I've seen some of the cameos that are going to be in the game that are just friends of Hideo Kojima. That he's like, all right, you're going in the game. So I won't spoil any of or say any of the ones that I know of already, but definitely looking forward to it. All right, let's go ahead and deliver. And yeah, let's select multiple. So all of these, the actual network gateway, which is the story objective, sports belt, headache pills, and long life meals. So yeah, let's go and deliver them. Yes, let's proceed. Yeah, he still has all that dust in the cutscenes. feel like the long life meals are gonna get negative reviews.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right? Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
I mean, that depends. Are you hungry or do you have a headache? Okay. Off to a good start.
There's hardly a scratch on this cargo. You are incredible.
Like, just don't look at the inside.
Figured we would never see this cargo. But here it is. Thank you so much for the delivery.
Wow.
It's
That's a lot
just
of
like
likes.
everyone says, you're a man that people can rely on. Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The chiral gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
I wonder if once we get connected, if he's gonna become, like, less blurry, or maybe he just looks like that. I feel like this is how AOL wanted you to feel when you connect to the internet for the first time. Alright, new strand established.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Bonus data has made the following content available. Machine gun. A powerful mid-range weapon that, with considerable ammo capacity, fires MP bullets effective against any target. Reloading is slow, but rounds retain their power over distance, making it effective against large enemies at longer ranges too. Comes fitted with a light and supports semi-auto and full auto fire. I thought the light was describing something that was just like, oh, it's like a scope that's not too heavy. It's like, nope, it's just a light. Oh, okay. Stealth is one of the areas we can get credits towards. You have earned the nickname Handler. Yeah, Silent Handler. That does sound like my playstyle.
Congratulations.
Silent Handler is a little it sounds a little risque. It sounds like the nickname of the kid that sits in the back of the class. Every evaluation you receive as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade, calculated by APAS. This provides a snapshot of your experiences as a porter, as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes Sam receives during the course of an order. Hold start to open the corpus for a detailed description. Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Every evaluation you receive as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade, calculated by APAS. This is an upgraded version of the UCA's porter evaluation system, provides a snapshot of your experience as a porter, as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes Sam receives during the course of an order. There are 5 categories of likes. Porter indicates Sam's experience of completing orders that involve delivery and movement challenges. Combat indicates Sam's experience of combat with enemy assailants throughout the course of an order. Stealth indicates the extent to which Sam was able to covertly dispatch enemies and avoid being detected throughout the course of an order. Servicemanship indicates the extent to which Sam has gone above and beyond to help ordinary people. Bridge link indicates the extent to which Sam has gone above and beyond to help other porters. Yeah, I think stealth and porter I definitely want to max out. Like servicemanship, bridge link, all of those sound pretty good, but I think stealth is going to be my focus. I think combat's going to be pretty underdeveloped. I'm going to be avoiding that as much as I can and sticking to the stealth if I can. Alright, looks like we made some pretty good progress starting off. Oh, it's been an hour already. 56 kilograms, 4 cargo. Okay, 3.7 kilometers, that's not too bad.
Chiral network connection confirmed.
Okay, so he does look. He
And
doesn't
now
just
we
look
can
like
begin
that.
fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, We've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable.
Huh.
We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again.
I'm kind of surprised how many dialogue options we get, but I'm definitely not minding it. Let's say... Yeah, I was definitely curious about the corpse disposal of just pitting dead bodies in tar. Let's ask what was untenable about that.
As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in.
Like, some of them aren't even dead, we
took
just
it
don't
too
like
far.
them.
And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, chiral contamination has only grown worse. All these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right.
Yeah, let's ask about how things are in the region. I mean, we're
Well,
pretty
our
new to it.
corpse
Let's kind of
disposal
get some
problem is
info
no
on it.
longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope. Thank you again for everything.
That sounds a bit curt after
Now
he's
get
like,
started
brought us
right away
hope, and it's
on
like,
preparing the
alright,
next
good night.
order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
It's like, you really brought hope and saved all these people that had no other alternatives to get out of this situation. I go, anywho, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna go to bed. See ya tomorrow. Oh my god. I am, like, pretty glad that they include the sand in the cutscenes, because it really, establishes the tone. It's like, he washed off pretty quick, but no, it's just still just sand covering his entire face. Okay, looks like we have to use the toilet and shower. Let's go ahead. See what we got with us this time. Oh, get another message. He sends me a photo of the room. It's me sleeping in there. Sam, the shower and toilet are outside your private room. Chiral crystals will be recovered from any waste you produce, so go ahead and make use of the facilities. When he says, like, it's going to be recovered, is it going to be, like, recycled, or is that just, like, for his collection? There's also a sink in your room where you can freshen up and check your look in the mirror. It's a good place to try out new hats or sunglasses. You've also got access to an armory where you can check out various weapons and learn how to use them in VR training. Go ahead and give it a try. It's definitely worth checking out everything your room's got to offer once you've rested up, of course. Alright, let's see. So there's the toilet and the shower outside the room. Do we have Monster Energy drink with us this time? It looks like... I think it said some type of tea. Chiral tea. Interesting. I guess there are a lot of uses for it. Let's go ahead and get freshened up. Now, the question is the shower cutscene going to be 3 cutscenes you have to skip? Okay, it's looking like the answer is yes. Okay, maybe it's only 1 now. Oh, I didn't know I had sunburn. I mean, that makes sense that I would. Alright, we can sleep. He mentioned some, like, a training room. Oh, okay. Sit after I rested up, so maybe we have to go to bed first. Let's go ahead and go to sleep. Hopefully the guy's not still watching us.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, this stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Work's same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
Alright, I was skeptical that Lou and Fragile were actually there. Alright, what else do we have to do here? Okay, we can use the sink. Entering a private room gives Sam a chance to have a replenishing drink, to use the shower, toilet, and sink, and to sleep in a proper bed. Private rooms also allows you to examine your weapons and access the firing range. I think we will use the firing range just a little bit to make sure I'm a little familiar with the aiming before we get into an actual combat situation. Let's go ahead and have a sip of some chiral tea. I feel like it's weird to have a little crypto biote right next to your bed. Like, I don't care how nutritious it is. If I'm, like, if there's a little flying insect next to my bed, I don't think I'm gonna sleep very well. Oh. Okay. Let's see what Nerporto has to say. We're finally connected to the Chiral network. It's been 4 long years since the first expedition set up that terminal, and we've been waiting patiently to get hooked up ever since. To know we're not alone out here, that's all humanity wants, right? And not only are we connected to other locations, we can also fabricate new equipment using chiral printers. Living the dream. This does sound like a guy's first day on the internet. Okay, we got black camo. That's the only option we have. A suit designed specifically for making deliveries. S-size cargo can be attached to the shoulders and the hips. Its pattern will camouflage you in rocky or muddy environments. We got our Why Me hat. One of Sam's favorite hats, adorned with the slogan, Why Me? When worn, it slightly slows the rate at which stamina is depleted. Oh, huh. I didn't expect it to have any, like, actual, like, gameplay effects. I guess we'll wear it for, like, one delivery, see how we like it. I typically like blue better than black, but I feel like this shade of blue is a little too light, so let's go ahead and stick with black. Oh, wait a minute. Can we... Oh, I was thinking we could just go through, like, Fred Durst style making deliveries, but the red, it's a bit of, like, a... I was gonna say, like, pale or, like, dark, but it's, like, it's not even that. It feels like it's, like, dusty or something. So, yeah, let's stick with black. And... man, I'm trying to think. Do I want to wear it backwards or forwards? It's like the first big decision to make in the game. Let's try forwards for now, and then if we stick with it again, we'll do backwards next time. And sunglasses, I think we're good without the sunglasses. Although I am curious what colors there are. Okay, so there's like clear or sunglasses. Different shades for your shades. I feel like this one's not bad, but still think we can go ahead and not wear them. Okay. I'm definitely looking forward to unlocking more suits. That sounds pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and customize the backpack.
A new feature has been made available for use.
You can now fabricate custom attachments and fit them to your backpack. Select Fabricate to see which components are currently available to you and weigh up your various options. Oh, okay. You can customize it with some patches. That's neat. Oh, okay. Different blood types. And we got Golden Toadstool. Why me? Oh, Chiral Feline. That does look pretty cool. Kuoka. And then American Cryptobiote. Yummy Cryptobiote. Golden Toadstool large, medium, small. Let's go ahead. We'll do this patch for now. Oh, wait. 5 chiral crystals. I think it's worth it. Let's go ahead. Equip that. Alright, looks like you can add quite a few patches. I think that's fine for now. And then... Oh, huh. There's quite a bit more customization to this than I was anticipating. You can customize the screen in your private room, choose from a list of presets, or use a screenshot capture in photo mode. Only screenshots taken by pressing S in the phone mode can be used. Okay, gotta put that product placement in there somewhere. As if we're not aware, Kojima. Huh. That does seem pretty cool that, like, any photos you take, you can just, like, set that as your wallpaper in your private room. The only thing is, imagine, like, we set it, and then, like, someone comes in, to, like, stays in the room after us, and they're like, who's this guy? Let's go ahead. Oh, huh. Can rotate it, move it around. Huh. I was like, yeah, that's kind of neat, but I don't think I'll use it. But this is actually, like, a bit, like, I guess, like, thematic, maybe? Like, it does feel like it's more, like, heavier, like, more impactful. But can we... Okay, it looks like we can change this one as well. Let's go ahead and let's do this one, and then we'll zoom in. I mean, I would spend a lot more time here, like, tweaking everything a little bit, but I don't want to spend too much time just making you guys watch, like, Wallpaper Simulator. Customize the look. Okay, so it's more of the same options, but just in a mirror now. It's like, oh, dang it, what happened to my hat? I didn't know I took my Yawa M hat. Huh, proximity activated mirror. Interesting. Yeah, let's try out the weapons real fast, and then we'll head to the surface, continue on with the actual story. Huh. At the armory, you're able to see weapons available for fabrication or learn the basic skills of portering by undertaking the Porter Fundamentals program in VR training. I mean, it wouldn't be a Kojima game without VR training. Try out various firearms and practice your close combat skills. Learn the basic skills required to make deliveries. Covert Action 1, 2, Cargo Recovery, and Melee Combat Firearms. Make your way to the objective area without being discovered. Alright, we'll do the first drill of each. Like the first like covert or porting one, and then first firearms one, and then we'll carry on. Now you know Sony was like begging for him to do a PlayStation VR product placement. Alright, let's not get discovered. Press right thumbstick while in the compass mode to zoom in. Enemies patrol their bases, keeping an eye on their surroundings. Observe their movements to find gaps in the defenses that you may exploit. Press R1 to crouch and suppress the sound of your footsteps in order to make it harder for enemies to spot you. What's the corpus telling us? Those groups hostile to Sam and Drawbridge have set up a number of well-guarded bases. They will not hesitate to attack Sam should they find him on their territory. To complete your delivery safely, try to remain undetected by the enemy. Enemies patrol their bases, keeping an eye on their surroundings. Observe their movements to learn their patrol routes and surveillance patterns. In some cases, patrol routes change at night. Everyone needs to sleep sometime. Try to identify the least guarded area of each base and the least guarded moment in its patrol schedule. Doing so will make it much easier to plot your approach and complete your order safely. Am I allowed to take him out, or do I have to, like, not touch him? Let's go ahead and, like, just not interact with him to start off. Press L1 to use the Odor Deck's cargo scanner. The cargo scanner will detect any cargo carried by hostiles, allowing you to identify their positions. Enemies that are not carrying cargo cannot be detected. Interesting. Hopefully there's not some, like, unarmed guy just, like, waiting for us to slip up. When an enemy catches a glimpse of Sam, their Odor Deck will emit a yellow glow as they investigate. Get out of the area as quickly as possible or find a place to hide until they lose interest. Looks like he's losing interest. Let's go ahead, get around. Alright, looks like we're good. Press L1 to use the cargo scanner to detect enemy footprints. This will help you identify patrol routes and the areas under heaviest surveillance. Proceed to the objective area without being spotted by the enemy. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like he will, like, turn around at some point. Hopefully not too late. Can I get in before he spots me? Alright, I think we made it safe. Alright. Level 1, pretty easy, but, you know, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Oh, nice. Another trophy. I'll take it. Alright, let's do a weapons combat training. Oh, is this just kind of like a more of a freestyle, just pick up weapons, fire them? Select a program from the menu to learn basic controls or various techniques. You can also exit VR training via this menu. Oh, huh. Change your close combat opponent. Yeah, and then we can go back to the, like, tutorials. Oh, huh. Okay, I was gonna say, like, if they just kind of showed you all of the enemies that are in the game at the very beginning, it'd be a little disappointing. But yeah, this sounds interesting to be able to try out fighting, like, a basic enemy. Okay, let's try the assault rifle, I'm thinking. We'll do the machine gun in a moment, but let's start with what we already have. Okay, so we got this. And then, how do I actually, like, equip it? Oh, I probably have to just go to the inventory tools. There we go. Before you get onto me too hard, I don't own a PS5. I'm not as used to aiming on the controller. I'm more of a PC mouse and keyboard player, or at least a Series X controller. But I think the lone wolf combat that I have to go through, I think I'll manage okay. I got these materials. Let's go ahead, head back. Yeah, we'll give the machine gun a try. Hopefully this is like a pretty significant improvement. Yeah. It's like I broke it already. Oh, okay, I guess I have to set up. Tell it to give me some more enemies to shoot at. Bandit it is. Where'd he go? Oh, is it over here? Take down enemies in melee combat. Press start to open the menu and select opponent to choose an enemy from those you've encountered so far. Alright, he wasn't so tough. Let's go ahead, let's try actual like hand-to-hand combat. I don't have a lightning rod and I'm carrying cargo, so... Oh, okay, that was not the melee button. Oh, dang it. It said R1 to body slam, I was like tapping it, but it was doing nothing. Dang. Okay. I'm glad I'm doing the combat trading before I actually go out in the field. Okay, do I have to unequip the gun? Maybe that's why. They're like, if you have the gun, just use the gun. Don't worry about melee combat. Alright. There we go. So it's the reload button, but when you're not equipping an actual gun that you can reload. Alright, let's try that again just to make me feel better about myself. Okay, there, that's more like it. Is there a way to, like, dodge? Okay, jumping is not working, apparently. Okay, looks like I have to fight him head on. Alright. Not too difficult, but then again, this is the, like, level 1 enemy. Let's do... Okay, let's go ahead and equip this. Alright, I think I've proven it to myself enough now. Good, carry this. Yeah, let's go ahead and head back out. Exit VR training. Yes, that is fine. Okay. Looks like there's a decent selection of weapons as we progress through the game. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and go back to the surface.
Departing facility. New orders available. Please review and confirm.
Let's go ahead and load up some equipment to make our next
Good morning,
delivery.
Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a trope that they're like, oh, the second game, you start off and you lose all the equipment you had from the first one because, like, your character, oh, got, like, fatally wounded, or, like, oh, this explosion made them lose all their equipment. Death Stranding's just like, oh, you're in Mexico now. You have to earn all your upgrades again. And it's like, alright, sure. Alright, let's see what equipment we've got. Facility materials can be used to fabricate equipment. Recycle unwanted equipment or store materials to increase the facility stocks. So we got blood bags, container repair spray. Let's see. An aerosol that repairs cargo containers. Applying the spray to a container restores its shock absorption properties. Be aware that the cargo contained is not affected. Alright, I was gonna say that sounds a little too good to be true, to just like stumble, damage all the cargo, and then just spray it before you drop it off. So we got a ladder, a climbing anchor, a handgun, machine gun, assault rifle, boots. Okay. I don't think any of this we like really need. Oh, that's just categories of that. Customize the backpack, the look, recycle. Top up a facility's stockpiles by recycling unwanted equipment or storing materials. Try doing this if a facility doesn't have enough of the materials you need. Yeah, I definitely don't need all of this. Let's go ahead and drop off what we've collected. Chiral particles to be used with the chiral printer during the fabrication process. Oh, never mind. I forgot that if we get enough of the crystals, it like reduces the capacity that we're carrying, so that's helpful. The electric rod, I think we can go ahead and recycle. I mean, even if it gave me nothing, I'd be like, yeah, let's just go ahead and drop it off. I want the ladder. The handgun, I think if I just have the assault rifle, I think I'm pretty set. Unless it's like a silent weapon. Electrocutes close range targets. Must be held down to build up before firing. Oh, it produces no noise when firing, making it well suited for covert operations where silent takedowns are a necessity. Can be stored in the handgun holster. Automatic rifle for close to mid-range. MP bullets effective against any target. Comes with the light. Has 2 modes of fire, semi-auto, and full auto. Sounds like this one's not quiet, so let's go ahead. We're actually gonna get rid of the assault rifle, keep the handgun. Just because this one being silent, that's like a big boost in my opinion. Because otherwise I was like, why would you ever use the handgun? It has to like charge up, and it's gonna be a lot less effective than the assault rifle. I was like, oh, it's quiet? Okay, I'm convinced now. I think we can manage with 1 bag of blood. Having 2 this early on seems a little paranoid if you ask me. I say that and the whole next delivery I'm just like bleeding out within 5 minutes. Materials stored at this facility can be withdrawn as cargo, allowing you to transport them to another location. I feel like this is going to be one of the hubs I go to like pretty frequently. So I don't really want to take anything out unless I have a use for it, except chiral crystals. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't realize there were that many. But yeah, let's go ahead and take all of them. Because if I have enough that it reduces the carry, like the load of the equipment I'm carrying, then sounds like might as well. So yeah, all of these seem like they're actually used in crafting, which I don't really need at the moment. So we'll just leave those there. And yeah, we're good on equipment. Oh yeah. I just want to take on orders and then start making our next delivery. Villa Libre is home to a pregnant woman and many elderly people, but with no local doctor, they have no access to vital medical care. To help the residents and gain their trust, bring them at least 1 remote medical unit.
Your next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure to earn their trust. Once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade.
Right. I was like, I have a
Carry
hood. I think
container
it'll be
repair
fine.
spray with you. You can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day.
I feel like he's
Finally,
guilting me after he
each
saw me
post box has
recycle
a
all those
private
items.
locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials. So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time to finalize your route.
Alright, let's go ahead and plan out the route. Do I need to start here, or is that already, like, applied? I definitely want to hit up the post box. Oh, looks like it's not making a route yet. Let's hold circle.
Commencing route creation.
And then we'll go to the post box.
Delivery route
Oh,
finalized.
oops. Let's go ahead. Remove this. Add a marker. Wait, it's not trying to the route now.
Commencing route creation.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, wait, I forgot. I need to hold square to end the route.
Delivery route
There we go.
finalized.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything fancy. Like, I think a straight line. I don't mind fighting some enemies again, getting a little more stealth experience. I feel like typically it'd probably just be better to avoid enemies. I don't think there's really any benefit to actually fighting them and taking them out other than just, like, more covert experience. But for now, I'll go ahead and do it. But long term, I may decide to, like, kind of go out of the way a little bit more as I continue the journey. Yeah, let's go ahead and close.
This order
and
calls for some
carry on.
pretty hefty cargo, to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick critical items that won't weigh you down and wear you out when combined with your cargo. Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
I feel like this guy's trying to warn us and let us know of the like potential dangers ahead of time, but I think I'm gonna learn the lesson a lot better by actually making the mistake if it is and ends up being a mistake. So let's go ahead, take all of it, put it in the backpack, put it in the
Make all
backpack.
necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order, head out.
So yeah, we might end up just like crawling as soon as we get like halfway through the delivery, but we'll learn. The cargo management screen allows you to rearrange your cargo and place it in storage. You can also recycle pieces of cargo you no longer require. The fabricate equipment screen allows you to create equipment to use when making deliveries. Prepare the equipment you need for your expected route, but be sure to make contingency plans as well. Select head out when you've made all the necessary preparations. Alright, I think we've done enough customization for now. Let's go ahead, let's just balance the items. Is there an option to do that? Yeah, I'm seeing that we can like manually rearrange the equipment on us, but I don't see like a button to hold down. Or it's like hold triangle and automatically like balance the equipment. I think we're fine. I think we're good without the equipment. Let's head out. Oh,
Order accepted.
I didn't know I was wearing the sunglasses. Let's take those off real fast. The hat can stay. The sunglasses, let's go ahead and lose it for this one. Sunglasses, take off. Alright, now we're good? I think so. Let me see those eyes, Sam. Okay. Can I balance the equipment on this screen, cargo management. Oops. I do want to carry that. Yeah, maybe everything's already balanced. That sounds a little too optimistic, but that's the best idea I've got so far. Yeah, I was just wanting to hit that objective marker so it's not staying there. Exposure to timefall damages containers, reducing their capacity to absorb the impacts. Use container repair spray to restore them to their original condition. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for today. This is the beginning of Chapter 1 of Death Stranding 2. But yeah, so far, I feel like the gameplay has been a bit interesting, still just kind of like getting familiar with the mechanics of the game. And a lot of it is like pretty similar to Death Stranding 1, but I feel like it's nice to have like a familiar foundation. I feel like it's definitely been improved, the movement, the combat, the stealth, and being able to like just also just the performance of the game. Running a lot better, looks really good. Did not expect a game. I haven't played the PS5 in a long time, so I didn't really have like a baseline of like expectations, but this game's looking a lot better than I was expecting it to. And so yeah, I feel like it's been pretty solid so far. Really looking forward to some of the crazy story events that are going to happen throughout the rest of the campaign. But we'll get to that when we get to it. But for now, making these deliveries is kind of nice to just kind of like get back into the swing of things. Before I started the stream today, I've been like super tired. Hopefully next time I come back with a little more energy. Hopefully it was fine or um, adequate for this stream, but hoping to be a little more lively in the future. So if that crossed your mind, it wasn't just you, it's also on my mind. But if you're still watching this, then thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.